Hi, I'm Pat.
And I'm Billy.
And we're getting married! Yay! Is it awkward for you?
We would like to introduce our good friend Chris Kim here.
Yay! Chris is our go-to guy for when we need fashion advice. He is a pro. Chris has worked on American GQ, French Vogue. He's helping out a very prominent stylist right now, right?
Green Royfeld, who has her own magazine. See our fashion book. Yeah.
Look it up. And you can follow Chris on Instagram. Chris B. Kim is his Instagram name, and for all cool photos.
It's kind of nice to see his like industry stuff in there, to watch him like go on his trips.
There's some personal pictures.
Oh yeah, of course.
Those
are nice.
They're pretty good. You might want to follow.
We picked our own suits out for the wedding. We didn't go with tuxes. We decided to go on suits. But Chris, we were just like, hey, we kind of need some advice on like what to do with the tailoring. So we brought him along with us. He has an eye for that. So he helped us really like execute like all the things that had to get tailored.
What do you ask them to do? Because I've gotten stuff tailored before, but I'm sort of like, make it fit my body. But what do you think are like the, ask them to do this?
Well, I think one of the problems that most people tend to have when they buy, especially off the rack clothes, is that they think it's gonna fit their body.
Right.
And that's one of the worst things you can ever do.
Unless you're like a model.
Yeah, exactly. You know, some people can actually wear off the rack clothes, but most of the time you need to get things tailored. And especially with them, they didn't really have to get things tweaked, but you know, there's some things they have to get hemmed or tapered.
Yeah, I got my pants raised, the hem on the bottom up a little bit, and I got the butt, because I have no butt, so I got a little taken in the butt.
Cinched in a bit,
Cinched in, yeah.
We really wanted to look like ourselves at our wedding. We, you know,
but fancy.
But fancy, like a heightened, more put together version of ourselves. Like a suit that maybe we wouldn't normally buy. We went and got it, and we knew we could wear it again in our lives, so.
Yeah, and I think like on your wedding day especially, it's probably more for brides, but like they want to look the best they're ever going to look on their wedding. And so do we, but we weren't really interested in getting something that we wouldn't actually wear in real life. So, you know, we didn't get tuxedos, which is fine if you get tuxedos, but we got suits so we could maybe wear them again, but we tried to add some different embellishments to it. Like, for example, I am wearing a bow tie. Oh, look how much this gives away. No, so I'm wearing a bow tie. It's like maroon and blue, and I have to say I'm not a big bow tie fan. On other people they look good, but I always felt like if I wore a bow tie I was gonna look like I'm wearing a bow tie.
Pee Wee Herman, like,
for
you.
Not Pee Wee Herman.
Does he not wear one? Yes, he does.
I know, but thanks for calling me Pee Wee Herman. Chris, what would you say for people like me that maybe see something that is a trend and they kind of want to try it, but like they don't want to feel like they're a poser, basically? Like, how do you try a trend without feeling like you're wearing a costume?
Well, I mean, I feel like a focal point that most people, especially if you want to try something new, I think you should start out small, like a pair of shoes.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, especially with trends going in and out of style, most people tend to feel like they need to wear the entire outfit, but if you want to just incorporate one trend, I think shoes is the best bet, because at least then you still feel comfortable wearing your regular clothes, but then you still have that kind of, you know, pizzazz or whatever.
Oh, I like that tip. Yeah, because I've definitely seen like pictures you know, like on the internet or like in a magazine of like a whole outfit, and then like I'll go get the outfit.
Shoes are as much as important as your clothes, so you know.
Yeah. And I have a spoiler alert as well. I am doing a nice black Ralph Lauren black label tie with a little like stripe on it. I don't know if you could see that, but I decided to go with a tie because he's doing a bow tie, and that's the style he wanted to go for, and I wanted to stick with my style. But I also have a little extra element, is that I got a pocket square to kind of match the tie a little bit. It has a polka dot pattern on it, so it's a little like, you know, different patterns mixed and matched in there. But I normally would not wear that. I'm not a pocket square kind of guy. So this is my way of like kind of doing something a little different and elevating my look.
Would you say, like, what do you think of adding those kind of like accessories to your look?
I think that's a good way of personalizing your outfit, you know, especially like with guys you don't really have much to choose from in terms of like a suiting. Most people tend to go for like gray or blue, or like, you know, especially if they're doing a winter wedding, a lot of people do the wool or like the herringbone kind of look. So like by adding like a splash of like color in the socks, or like changing up the tie, or adding a pocket square, or even some sort of like lapel like jewelry, it kind of adds some sort of like, you know, personality to your suit.
Oh, nice. What are those things called when they're like, instead of wearing a tie, you wear the the clips that have like the necklace that connect it. Is there a name for
I
those?
have no idea.
the clip with the necklace thing. I think those look so cool, and I that's one of those things that I'm like, I could never wear that, but when people wear that, I'm like, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Well, I hope this was very informative for all of y'all. It was really helpful to us, as always, whenever Chris bestows his like style wisdom upon us. Thank you so much for coming and making a video with us, and for coming to like pick out clothes with us.
It wasn't as awkward as I thought.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear.
Thanks for watching, and as usual, like, subscribe, go follow Chris on Instagram, and go see all the sexy, fun things he gets to do in fashion. And, yeah.
Well, next time you see us, it's gonna be real close to the wedding.
I know, let's not even... Everything is close to the wedding right now.
I know. Oh, man. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye!
Bye! Well...
That was fun.
Was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.